Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with a really exciting disc containing the world premiere recording, I'm pretty sure, of Charles Koechlin Symphony Number 1. Now, Koechlin is just the most interesting composer. He was so strange. You can actually tell if you look at his picture here. I mean, you know, he was a character. There he is. My, oh my, look at that. You know, I got to find an angle here where the light won't shine on. There we go. Look at the beard. Look at that. I mean, a brilliant musician. He wrote an amazing treatise on orchestration and all sorts of other things. He had a very, very odd musical physiognomy. He wrote over 220 works with opus numbers and a bunch without. And this Capriccio series is going to do all 4 of his symphonies, 2 of which we have never heard still. I don't believe anyway. And we have here the, let's see, what's on here? Symphony Number 1, the tone poem Au Loin, from the distance, or in the distance, and 3 Mélodies, completed. The first one was completed by, or orchestrated by Robert Orledge. That's his name, Orledge, very well. The others were orchestrated by Koechlin himself. How do I even begin to do this? His music is so extraordinary and so different. The first symphony, let's start at the beginning. The first symphony is an orchestration of his second string quartet from about the period of the First World War. You would never know it. His music has a dreamy, impressionistic, static, meditative quality. All of it. Even when he's writing loud, fast music, it's not sonata form music. In other words, he doesn't use harmony traditionally, and he likes modal harmony and or chromatic harmony. The music doesn't have a direction, a drive, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just that if you listen to a symphony as a piece that has some sort of developmental and onward motion towards a goal, this doesn't have that. It really doesn't. It's a series of static pictures, and they're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you could listen to them forever. It's not like you get bored listening to it. You don't, but it just doesn't ever go where you think. It doesn't ever go. Never mind go where it's going. It just doesn't go. It just meditates. I mean, maybe that's the word for it. It's not minimalistic music. And for example, let's just talk examples. The symphony begins with an adagio. And you can hear the work's origins as a string quartet practically, because the adagio is mostly for strings. Strings carefully doubled by other instruments here and there to create additional color. But it's basically just a long, contemplative, prayerful, maybe, adagio. It's pretty big. It's 14 minutes long here, and it doesn't have any major climaxes. It just flows like a river. Then you've got a scherzo, another substantial movement that's delightful. It's wonderful to listen to, and it has its exciting moments and some fabulous orchestration, and it's rhythmic and all of those things. And then we get another slow movement, an andante, which is really lovely, just 5 minutes long. It's an exquisite little thing. And a big finale, 15 minutes, quite pastoral in feeling, with beautiful solos for wind instruments. This has some big climaxes. And the work ends quietly in another sort of contemplative way. You might think of Delius, but the harmony is so different. There's a gentleness to Koechlin's work and a wonder to it all. The titles of his works often suggest otherworldly things, in the starry vault but then he was a film music fanatic and he wrote the 7 Stars symphonies about Hollywood characters and he wrote for strange instruments, saxophones and Andes Martineaus and all kinds, He wrote the most wonderful orchestral music with bassoon solo in the universe. I mean, it's just tons of everything. And it's all in a very imaginative. You understand why he was obsessed with the cinema, because it was a fantasy experience, a way to just remove yourself from the real world and live in a world of imagination. And that's what his music does. The tone poem, Au loin, in the distance, it's about distance, right? It's just 9 minutes of spacey, atmospheric, meditative, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really have like tunes. Well, it does have tunes, but the point is just to emphasize the stasis of the whole thing. It's gorgeous. It's 9 absolutely beautiful minutes of total escapism. I mean, that's really his music. It's escapist music. And the 3 songs are gorgeous. I mean, his songs are all gorgeous. His songs are so beautiful. And he wrote most of them in his earlier days. I mean, he lived from 1867 to 1950. He had a long and productive life. His music has been totally ignored and neglected. But the songs are absolutely lovely. They are called Le Colibri and La Prière du Mort. Oh, the Prière du Mort, the song of death. And Epiphany. Oh, gosh, they're beautiful. And they're wonderfully sung here by Patricia Petibon, soprano. I mean, they actually have a really good soprano singing this stuff. You have the performances by the Württembergische Philharmonie Reutlingen under Ariane Matiakh, who did the Seven Star Symphony as well, I believe, for the same label. And it was a really fine performance. This is going to be one heck of a series when it's done, because the music is just, it's indescribably interesting. That's the bottom line. And I'm going to stop trying to describe it and suggest instead that you pick up this Capriccio disc and listen to it. I think you'll really enjoy it. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.